What's going on, guys? Welcome to Bar 9 Blades. Today we're going to be unboxing some pretty awesome knives. These are three perfect EDC knives in my opinion. They could all easily be one and done knives. Before we get into it, I just want to say, make sure you check out my shorts after you watch this video. I've been putting a lot of work into them and I think they're amazing. Another housekeeping item before we get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button if you enjoy the content. It's the easiest way to support the channel. And the sooner we get that number up, the sooner I can get cool new products in to show you guys. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's see what we got in here. I mean, I know what we got in here, but you do not. Don't be looking at that information. That's not for you. We'll start here. This is not a new knife for this channel, but I love the first one so much that I had to get it a brother. Let's see. Got a Chaves. Nice cleaning cloth. It's the little things, you know. Set that aside. And here we have another button lock Chaves Elementum. This one being in green micarta and a stonewashed 14C 28N blade. Really excited about this. That button needs to be warmed up a little bit. But this is just a phenomenal knife. You can't go wrong here. Picked this up for 65 bucks. I think that's probably one of the best knives at this price point. Super fun and fidgety, but also a really utilitarian tool. You got some nice jimping on the top here, so you can really get on there if you need to. I really like this pocket clip. I know that's an unpopular opinion for a lot of people, but I think it's a nice clip. I'm excited to see how this micarta turns out. But yeah, it's a really nice stonewash finish, and I'm happy to have another Chaves in the collection. Should be seeing a short coming up on this knife soon. I'm going to be doing a video for this in my knife collection series. So yeah, really fun, basic, brilliant EDC knife. Let's move on to the next one. This here, you can already kind of see what it is a Demco. That's satisfying. Not just any Demco either. This is the Shark Cub. Really, really excited about this one. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that blade shape. I think I'm gonna, oh man. That is so much more comfortable than the 80-20.5. I was hoping that would be the case with this knife, because I really like the aesthetics. Oh, everything about this already. I love the aesthetics of the 80-20.5, but it's just not super comfortable in my hand. And the shark lock seems a little clunky on it. This is a little bit slimmer. Actually, let me grab one so we can look at them side by side. So here's the Shark Cub, and here's the 80-20.5. You might be thinking to yourself, man, that Shark Cub is a pretty small knife. And it is, don't get me wrong. This is a small knife, but the way they laid this handle out makes it so much more comfortable, because you're not closed off like you are on the 80-20. And this isn't uncomfortable. I think part of the problem is the grivery. But let's look at the spines here. That's really what I wanted to check out. You see how much smaller this locking system is than this one? For whatever reason, like this action is just so much snappier. These are aluminum scales, black aluminum scales, and a 20 CV blade as opposed to Oz 10A. Really excited about this. Both made in Taiwan, but yeah, the blade hole on this is much better, in my opinion. Much more useful blade shape as well. This one's kind of a one-trick pony. Still not a bad knife, but this shark lock on the Shark Cub is just much more user-friendly to me. Let's look at the pocket clips. You can get a nice slim down pocket clip, which is reversible. Really nice stonewash finish on here. Super excited to get this knife in my pocket. Yeah, this was everything I expected to be and more. You can kind of use that shark lock as a thumb ramp, so you can really bear down on it, and then if you need to choke up, you can use that as a forward choil, and you have jimping on the top of the spine of the knife here. Really excited about this knife. Yeah, that's super comfortable. And, you know, I'm getting close to biting into that blade there, but I'm not. Like, if you pull back with your index finger and forward with your thumb, you can get a good solid grip on that. I'm not worried about slipping or sliding on this at all. And overall, just the smooth aluminum scales, it's just beautiful. All right, let's move on. This is another knife that I've wanted ever since they released. Knowing that it's a Riot, you know this is a special knife. They don't do anything ordinary. This is the Riot PLXE. Comes with a nice, solid certificate of authenticity. Nitro V blade, stonewash finish. The lock is what's really interesting about this knife. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is so comfortable. Oh man. That is a phenomenal knife. You've got a reversible, super deep carry pocket clip. Look at that. And I love how they did this. This is a G10. I really love that look. How they milled that is beautiful. And you got a nice milling pattern on the scales as well. I believe this is a secondary lock. Yeah. So you slide that up, and then the pivot lock will not engage. So that way, when you're bearing down on it, you don't have to worry about it coming disengaged on you. Really love that finish too. That's almost like a kind of a near mirror. It reminds me a little bit of the finish on the Skaha too. Let's see. Yeah, she's gonna need some oil, but pretty smooth action. Yeah, super fidgety. You can just whip it in and out with that pivot lock. And you've got the blade hole. Ergonomically, this knife is perfect. The way the blade is offset from the center of the handle makes it super easy to get down, get full contact. You got good jimping on the back here for your index finger, your thumb. You can choke up on it. Yeah, this is just a great knife. Super excited to get this one in my pocket as well. Let's see what the size is looking like. We can stack it up against the other knives we got on the table. Shark Cub, quite a bit bigger than the Shark Cub. This is not a small knife by any means. Let's see how it stacks up against the Elementum. A little bit bigger than the Elementum as well. I'm going to pull out a pair of two. PM2 rather, my bad. So yeah, it's right in PM2 territory. So it's a good full-size knife. Really comfortable. You can get that reverse grip if you need to. Super, super comfortable in that grip. Wow. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this knife. Beautiful finish on there. Okay, let's get some size comparisons on these other two. I think most of you probably or familiar with the Elementum. If you're not, super recommendable knife. Let's see, let's put the Shark Cub up against the Para 3. Yeah. You know, a little bit smaller than the Para 3, but like I said, the ergonomics on this handle make it feel so much bigger than it really is. That's what she said. This thing is going to dominate the pocket for sure. Let's get a quick measurement on this Shark Cub. If you're in construction, this is the best tape measure, without a doubt. Shout out Stanley Fatmax. Take that magnet off. Let's see. So we are at 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4 inches on the blade length. Cutting edge, you've got about 2.5. Pretty decent sharpening choil there. I don't see myself running into that plunge grind at all. Again, really like that blade hole. Yeah, the action on this thing is 10 times better than the 80-20.5. I like this knife so much more. Not only is it a better steel, better handle material, better action, just really everything about it I like quite a bit more. Let's get some measurements on the PLXE. First folding knife that I own from Marriott. So 3 5/8 on the blade, 3.5, right in there. Cutting edge, you got 3 1/4. Again, this is another great plunge grind. You're not going to sharpen the life out of that. I don't see it happening in a million years. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. This was a pretty fun unboxing. These are 3 amazing knives. I don't need a whole lot of time with them to tell you that. The ergonomics on all 3, top notch. I really particularly like this. You get a super fun locking mechanism with a secondary lockout. So VB Elementum, button lock, tried and true. I just needed another configuration. And a great sleeper here in the Shark Cub. Very compact knife, ambidextrous, fully ambidextrous. Super excited to get that into my pocket. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. And can't wait to grow with you guys. Peace.